Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your elemental reading. And I said I was going to do two today, so here's the second one. I'll probably, you know, everybody keeps adding one. Everybody's adding one, so I'm going to probably be doing two a day. So anyway, yeah, we still have plenty of time until February, and and that's when, of course, the fire horse begins. And so, what I'm going to do here with this one here, this is for the Pisces born under the wood horse. Yeah. So if you were born, if your Chinese astrological sign is the wood horse, this is your reading. Okay. And so I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a very, very good year for you guys. Yeah, you're going to feed this fire, and that's gonna give you a lot of growth and a lot of action, and you're going to move with intention with your fast growth. So I really like this. The main thing here with you guys is that. You want to make sure that you don't scatter your thoughts, okay? Make sure that you're concentrating on one particular thing. You have to concentrate on one thing. Don't scatter it, because if you scatter it, things will burn out really quickly, and you don't want that. So, yeah, I mean, wood is a really, wood burns, right? You're going to feed the fire with the wood. It's gonna bring up some energy, a lot of energy for yourself, a lot of fast acting growth. I think it's going to be really good. The key theme for this upcoming year is going to be expansion, visibility, and leadership, and cutting the cords with limitations of people that are slowing you down. Okay, so yeah, you might have to cut some people out that are slowing you down, because like I said, this is going to be a really fast-paced type of a year for you guys. And with wood as your element, it's gonna go real quick. Okay. Money grows through initiative. Okay, there's no waiting, so this is really good. So let's look at some of these. Let's break it down here a little bit. There's not much to say, except that things are coming out really good for you guys. I really feel it's just from talking. It's going to be much better than this past year. So, right now and in through January, you're going to be feeling, commitment, finding some sort of direction. You could be focusing on your career. Yeah. But just, look at the bigger picture right now, Pisces, and, map out long-term goals. Because when February comes, the momentum is going to build. And opportunities are going to start moving in quickly. Like I said, this is a really fast-moving energy, so things are going to be moving in quickly. And say yes selectively, right? This is also a good month for networking or online exposure or some sort of travel. Yeah, travel energy is really strong in February. So just one thing about February, it says don't overpromise something, okay? Yeah. And it also says here in February to follow up on some of the plans that you made in January. All right, so let's get into March. So in March, the theme is going to be money. Money, money, money. And I really like it because it's money and value. It's a real strong month for income growth. So yeah, I see money coming in, and also some sort of new revenue some sort of money streams coming in, maybe renegotiating some sort of a, pay. Yeah. The wood horse does well when better works. The wood horse does well betting on self-driven income. There I go. So in other words, entrepreneurship is a really, a good idea. And, many of you could own your own businesses. And if you do, this is really good news. Now, when we get over here into April, it's talking about emotional truth. So, something that you've tolerated emotionally stops being tolerated. So that's good news too. It says honest conversation can happen. And it could happen, abruptly. It can happen abruptly. So you don't want to burn any bridges unnecessarily here. So be really careful in April. And just, the best thing to do is to speak clearly and not explosively. Does that make sense, Yeah. Now, when we get over here into May, it's talking about visibility and confidence, and you're going to be noticed. And this is a power month for leadership, creative work, social media, or public-facing roles. Wow. So just watch out, in May for ego clashes. And step forward without, you just step forward without providing anything. You know what I mean? Just step forward. Yeah. That's a good month. I like that. June, change of pace, travel, movement, a sudden shift of plans. So June is telling you to be flexible, okay? And watch for exhaustion. And the best move in June is just to stay flexible, and adjust to things. Don't quit though. Don't quit no matter what. When we get over here to July, we could be bumping into relationships or alliances, and you release something that isn't serving you anymore. All right. Some relationships will strengthen while others will just kind of fade away. Yeah. That's that releasing, When we get over here to, and also too, I wanted to mention this too. August is going to be probably the most volatile month, okay? So don't make any reckless choices. Don't make any reckless choices. Channel your courage into something constructive, okay? Yeah. But that's only 1 month. I mean, the rest of the months look pretty good. When we get into September, it's talking about refinement. And you slow just enough to correct your course. So, whatever happens in August might kind of throw you a little bit off of course, but by the time September comes around, you're going to be able to correct it, okay? And also, very important that you're taking care of your health. All right, make sure that you're taking care of your health and you're doing everything, on a routine by the time you get to September. And, things could be a little frustrating a little bit, but just organize what you've built, all right? In October, you're going to get results, and that's what we all want, right? You want results and recognition, and your efforts from the spring and the summer are going to pay off. So, this could be talking about a promotion, some sort of win, or public validation. So this is highly likely in October. This is really good. And so in October, it just says watch for comparison and claim your progress. That's the best move. Claim your progress. In November, release, letting go, bad habits, emotional debts, emotional baggage. You know, this is a good month for endings. Yeah, to free off that energy. Yeah, to free it up because by December, you're going to be integrating and having your visions. Some sort of integration and a vision for something in the future for 2027. And by the end of the month in December, you're going to be much stronger, more clear, and more independent. Yeah. And this is going to be a really good year for laying a really solid foundation. So what you're doing here to this upcoming year, you guys, you're going to be laying a really good solid foundation for the upcoming years. All right. Yeah. So this year is not going to be quiet, and growth happens through movement and courage, and you win by leading your own life, not reacting to other people's lives. That's how you win. All right, Pisces? Let's pull a couple runes out and see what else is going on. All right, what's going on here? Hagiles. Well, like I said, this is loud. I mean, that's the loudest rune in the set. Like I said, this upcoming year is not going to be quiet. It's going to be full of excitement and a lot of energy. And all you need to do here with Laguz is flowing water or the deep ocean. And this is telling me that what you really need to do here, Pisces, for the year, this next year, is to go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Yeah. Kind of like what I was saying. What else? And the blank rune. So the blank rune is like telling you, it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you. This is your fate. This is something fated. And it is up to you because you went through, this is up to you. And I know you're going to do it. You're going to come out really successful. I wanted to double check something here too. Yeah. Like I said here, growth happens through movement and courage. So, movement and courage. This is kind of scary, this Hagiles, but just go with the flow. It's going to be a good year, you guys. I know it is. And you're going to make money, and I like that. So anyhow, there you have it. And I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, bye for now.